Welcome back to doing the time freeze.
Yeah, it's really easy to do it first try when you just use the time stopper. Never mind that death. That wasn't Amarith failing at the first try. That was a different death. That was just from being bad somewhere else and falling into a pit. You only have 2 lives left.
Where?
You fell into a pit on the way here.
Oh, P. Okay, I didn't see where the lives counter was.
Yeah, P equals O2.
P-2. It's not equals.
Or yeah, P-O2. Ow, that is a painful sound, isn't it?
Ah!
I knew that was gonna happen. I like how it's the exact same sound that Zelda 2 uses when Link gets hit. You notice that too?
I mean, it's a very limited sound palette, right?
Ooh, I bet there's wild chicken there.
That was what I was gonna guess.
Well, you killed something there. So this music really takes me back. A radio show called... Did you accidentally? Oh, you did accidentally. Nope. A radio show called Chatterbox Video Game Radio Show that used to run out of Phoenix, Arizona. Technically, Tempe, Arizona? Yeah, Tempe. Hosted by Alon Weissman back forever ago. Used to use exclusively the mini-bosses remixes of Castlevania music, or mostly Castlevania music, but exclusively mini-bosses music because they just said, yeah, sure, whatever, you can use our music for your video game radio show. It was an actual legitimate radio show on the radio, the real radio, you know, not the fake radio. This is, oh boy, Amarith, this looks really... Wow, that was cheesy. That was dangerously cheesy.
Hey, it worked though.
I just had so much fun listening to that. I'm sorry. It takes me down a memory trip. That was one of my first forays into a real video game community, and it had a really big, extensive... Actually, it wasn't even a big, extensive forum community. It was one of those ones that had about maybe 100 regular posters, so you kind of knew everyone.
It still felt big, but like...
Yeah, it felt big to me at the time, but it's nothing compared to even like other actual big ones at the time, right?
Or now, or...
Well, yeah. Well, now everything dwarfs. Freaking stuff like the ALTTPR community just dwarfs something like Chatterbox at the time.
Monkeys?
I mean, lots of people listen to it. I just meant the active participants, like on the forums, and that would call in, because I was one of the regular callers. In fact, well, gosh, you know what? We're gonna have a special bit episode at the end of the week here. Yeah, we're gonna have a special. John's gonna tell us story time about something he did in that community.
Did you prank call everyone?
No, John. Well, I'll just give you a little teaser. John the Branch changed the course of video game history. No, really, he did. And
for realsies.
You're gonna have to wait until episode 5 or 6 whenever we start to get tired.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of getting tired, I did some manual labor. I went over to my dad's house, worked my ass off. We cut a bunch of concrete. So I think we talked about this. He had a renter let a bunch of damage happen to the house. They didn't do the damage. They just had a really bad leak that they just kind of covered up. Not only did they not say anything about it, they covered it up. There was an inspection on the house, and they just sort of hid it because they didn't want to bother with having it dealt with because they knew they were moving out at some point. And so they let black mold build up, and they let water damage build up. And my dad said, "Screw it, I'm just going to sell the house." So now he's not just fixing it up, because he's estimating that it's in the low 5 figures, the amount of damage from the water and the mold. Which is fun. He's mostly got that, but now he's got to do stuff like he's fixing the back patio because the slab is cracked, and so we're literally cutting the concrete and we're gonna pour a new back patio. And that's what I was doing with him, was running the concrete cutter. And it's Vegas and it's October,
and it's
so it was still 95 degrees outside, and I got a wicked sunburn. Wicked sunburn. And I felt all sunsick the next couple days. In fact, I was so sunsick I didn't realize that I was actual sick, because you were actual sick. Because
I thought I had COVID.
Yeah, well, you thought you had COVID. Well, I mean, you had symptoms, right? You didn't lose taste, but your sense of taste changed, and mine did too. I went through all the symptoms you did just a couple days later. Your stomach got sick, like just on and off sick. Your head got that head sick. I don't know how to put it. Like your head stomach is sick. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you know what I'm talking about. Oh no, how far back are we gonna go if you die here? We might have to pause the episode.
This is the beginning of the level. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because we killed the one dude. So yeah, okay. We're not going back very far. Yeah, I mean, it's a Castlevania game. They get harder and harder. At least the traditional styles like these. So yeah, we did some hard labor in the heat. We cut a bunch of concrete. Running a concrete cutter is kind of fun. It's this big saw that stays wet, and you slowly lower it into the ground with a screw cranky thing, and you pull a gas engine like a pull start motor, and it saws through the concrete.
It's neat. It's
and
hardware.
Then you pry up the chunks as you cut them out. We crisscross cut because we only had so much strength between the two of us and so much leverage. And yeah, it's like halfway done. We mostly did cutting, and then we've gotta pry them all out next time I'm over there, unless he's already got that taken care of by the time I get back. That was interesting that. Oops.
Well, okay then.
Well, continue. I'm glad we have infinite continuous, Amarith.
That's what it seems like. But, yeah, so I thought I had secret COVID.
Yeah, you thought you had not-so-secret COVID. And then I got whatever you got, which was some kind of light flu, or... Well, it could be a...
Well, we may have also gotten it from secret not secret house guest.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the house guest that was here for a while. Yeah, it could be the Florida flu, right? We'll call it the Florida flu.
Okay, bye.
Jamie didn't seem to get sick, but who knows? Jamie's always got allergies, so she could have gotten sick and just thought it was allergies with how light this one was for us. I mean, it put my head in a fog. My head's been in a fog for 3 days straight now. It's kind of hard to focus. It's kind of hard to concentrate. I might have... I did some really dumb things in programming instruction with Kate today, this morning.
How did that go?
I did a thing that was so dumb she didn't realize the dumb thing I was doing. She sent me some sample code that had setup in it that I didn't realize was the setup, and I was trying to copy her setup as the code that I wanted to execute. Aww. I don't know how... There's no good way to describe it if to a layman. But I did something so tremendously stupid, she sent me a tutorial for something unrelated she thought I was misunderstanding it as. Uh-huh. And I don't know how to describe it. I can show you later. Basically, she was creating a file to run code on, and I thought what she sent me as the sample was the execution and not the code that not the file she was just starting to work on, and like that's just how fuzzy my brain was. Yeah, it's not all here. It doesn't help that I wake up at 6 in the morning to do that with her, because her normal work day is 4 a.m. to noon, because that's just when she likes to work.
Yeah, because...
That's just when she's awake.
Kate is the only one who likes to work those hours.
Kate works like one of those 65-year-old men in the building trades who likes to clock out at 1 in the afternoon and will just be awake at 2:30 in the morning to make that happen.
I want to be done with work by noon.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I got sick. Son's sick, real sick, all the sick.
Every sick.
You scream for ice cream. And it was, it's bad times, but we made it through it. Just like we're gonna make it through this game eventually. This isn't harder than Ninja Gaiden, would you say?
No.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's definitely, as people would call it,
challenging.
Nintendo hard. It's there. It's that kind of difficult, but it's not insurmountable.
It's nothing that you're not like actually learning.
Yeah. And it will get harder and harder as time goes on, of course.
I mean,
I'm sure when we finally get to Dracula, it's just going to be like, okay, save state every 5 seconds. Hey, I recognize that sound from the Sound Library too. You know that chunk chunk chunk? I recognized it just now.
Yeah.
You remember where?
No.
Ninja Crusaders. You remember that game?
Damn it.
What were you trying to do? Jump over it?
No, the jump was accidental.
Oh, I bet there was some floor chicken there. I bet there's some secret floor chicken hiding around here.
How about like
around these parts?
Right about here. Damn it.
No, that would have been pretty amazing though, wouldn't it? All right. Well, here's where you die. All right.
Thanks, John.
Yep. Do we? Oh. Oh, you have one more life. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's how many extra lives you have, not how many total lives you have. Okay. Yeah. I forgot they shoot 2. That was pretty good. Oh, you definitely could have gotten all your 6 hits in time. Oh well. Didn't do too poorly. It's that.
Can you not make the sound effects, John?
You do this shit to me all the time.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you laugh.
Yeah, but I don't make the sound effects like.
I'm like Link. It's a Zelda game.
Yeah, see, exactly. Like. Oh, come on.
It doesn't help that he makes the sounds himself. All right, well, Amarith, we'll get back to that spot next time on the ranch.
Sure.